Hello all, today I'm here to test my personal understanding of diode clamp circuits on the bench. These circuits can be useful if you're worried about higher voltages coming into an input on your board and have an extra reliable power supply like on hand on the board, one that you can trust. There are other solutions out there that in many cases are better, but I like this one because of its simplicity, and I find it a neat application of diodes. We'll start by looking at the simple voltage divider circuit, and then we will move on to the diode clamp for over voltages, like it would just prevent any voltages above uh, the whatever we choose, in this case 5 volts, not too much above, like it would get above about 5.7. We'll get into that. And then we'll do under and over voltage. So I just add another diode such that it would sort of step in if this 10 volts just disappeared. There, I had to move myself because I was in the way. But anyways, we're gonna do the voltage divider here. I just wanted it sort of as a control group. And as you can see, I expect to have 9.8 volts at the output. And now we're going to look at the first clamping circuit. So as you can see here, instead of the 9.8 volts, I'm expecting 5.7 volts. And that is because this diode here is connected to a plus 5 volt power supply. So I will have two power supplies at my bench for this. If you haven't figured that out yet. And when this rises, like so, if I see anything above 5.7 volts, well then that's going to be the 5 volts plus the diode drop here, and that means that this will start conducting. That's why I expect 5.7 volts, and that means all that will be seen at the output is also 5.7 volts. Final circuit I wanted to analyze is one that would just hem in the voltage between 4.3 volts and 5.7 volts. So we could be sure that here at this output there would be around 5 volts coming out. So let's go to the bench and see if I'm correct in those two schematics. Okay, so I am here at my bench. So you see I have the first power supply set up for 10 volts. Let's just follow those lines. See right there. Got it connected. Then that's the negative one. Then down here, this guy right here is just a 100 ohm resistor. This guy right here is a 4.7k resistor. Now you can see where I got my multimeter set up, and we have 9.8 volts. So that is what we expected. So now I'm gonna add this diode right here, 1N9114. You can see it's right there. Let's turn on my second power supply. Yeah, it's already set to 5 volts. Now let's attach it. And what's gonna happen? Got 8.9 volts. So I am having some weird things happening here with my power supply. So you see, got this one at about 6.1, and then that one like around 5, but it's not quite. And then it's reading 5.6 volts here. Let's just keep rising this up. This one here. I want to see what happens. Yeah, so that rises. And this goes up with it. Now, because I was having trouble with the power supplies, and I still want to test this circuit out, I am going to try with the battery, and we shall see what happens, I guess. Put it on. There. So it does work with the battery, as I had thought. You see, it is tamping it down to 5.19 volts, which, because this battery will be reading like 4.7 volts or so. Yeah, so let's keep going. Let's just rise this up some. Let's go all the way up to the 10 volts we were thinking about. And yeah, we only get that. So now, I'm worried though about my batteries, because they're going to be having, well, that much coming in them, and they're not supposed to be charged. So now recall, I added, you see the second little diode right there. That is in with the battery. So now, since that is set up, since the power supply is off, you may expect there to be 0 volts at our output, right there. But let's just check what we actually have. Oh, it's 3.7 volts. Now, remember, this battery is only going to be like 4.7 volts or so. We shall check it after, I guess, because the power supplies weren't operating properly for that. But let's just turn it back on briefly. And we got 10 volts and only 5.3 volts there. So, I am back. I forgot I was going to say we were going to measure how much that battery voltage was. Turns out to be 4.417 volts. So, to conclude, like what we have found out is that the circuits I did propose worked if we were using a battery as the reference voltage for the diode clamp, but not if we were using one of my power supplies. I'm not sure why that would be. It would probably be something in the power, like in the circuit of the power supply. I'm guessing it has something to do with grounding. But anyways, if you have any ideas, comment below. And then in a future video, I think I'm going to do some of those more common or better reference voltage and voltage protection circuits like TVS diodes or Zener diodes. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you tune in to future videos.